And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio in our Uber production series. And as you can see, I've got kind of a weird looking thing over here. We've got RCUs to automate, to Uberize, I should say. And it looks like we have one little sneaky amount. Yep, we had one little sneaky amount of water right there. Okay, so what I did here, and I was looking ahead at RCUs. RCUs basically use all the modules, or circuits. So the speed modules are made with green and red circuits, and then the rocket control unit itself, or RCU, adds on to that the processing unit. So it's basically all three types of circuits, and they're pretty evenly matched, except your red and greens are used more because for every speed module, I mean, you're using 5 and 5, and then the processing unit. So there is a weight towards the green and reds, mostly greens, but we have a lot of greens. I'm thinking like I might want to refactor greens. I think I'm using too many splitters on the greens, and so this might be able, I might be able to optimize this, because when greens kicks on, there's a noticeable lurch to my UPS, and I think there's just too much. It's too busy. There's too many splitters in this area. Belts are pretty optimized. Inserters are pretty optimized, but the splitters, I mean, there's a lot of calculations going on whenever those turn on, and I think I could probably eke out a little bit of extra oomph out of all that. So in here, what I basically did is I have 3 different queues, okay? Each one goes to its own bank of unloaders. And so, like, if these were blues, these would queue the blue trains, and the blue trains would not interfere with the red trains or the green trains. They would basically not interfere at all, because I've been looking at the factory planner here. And for RCUs, for the science packs that we need 7,000 a minute. 7,000. And so to get that down here, even with productivity module and some beacons, I still need 205 crafters, because these are not a fast craft. A lot of crafters. And then we need, for speed modules, we need a 53 more crafters, and those cannot be productivity module. So yeah, that is going to hurt right there. 53, basically 54. More turrets. I did sort of squish a lot of the yeah. They've been sending attacks. Our pollution is getting out there. We are a little bit polluted. I also doubled the LDS, the low density structures. I doubled this, hooked everything up, got everything running, and so yeah, we've doubled our capacity for low density structures. Okay, so I would like greens. So this is going to be rocket control units, greens. I basically think that's just default red, but whatever. Rocket control units, reds. Rocket Blues. There we go. Good to go on all fronts. Let's double check our colors here. Good, good, good. There's a nice long queue coming out here, and so they can just spit out trains, just constantly spitting them out over here. All right. And I could add a couple more loaders, or a couple more stations over here for loading some miscellaneous goods. Definitely could do that. So, because we have some copper and coal, but I could also just create a little station coming off here, loads them up, and pushes it right back on. The ore, as I get more and more ore stations up and running, we don't need huge queues and stuff for ore stations. They're basically going to be limited to how many trains can be there. And yeah, that's the gist of that. Okay, so then I need the train unloader belt style. Where is that at? Down here. This is the unloader. Wait, did I put those two close together? How in the world did I mess that up? You know what? I don't want to have to redo these. All right, folks. That's all she wrote. Bots make it, bots make everything easier. Yeah, the train unloader didn't have the little doobalackies here. So I'm gonna want them to go back towards the end like this. Yeah. Nope. Cancel that. Right there. So I need to think about some of these stations don't have fuel, and that can be a problem, especially as I get further and further out from my main lines. All right, no, I don't want to cut, I want to copy. Okay, 1, 2. No. I knew something looked off, but I figured it was just my head. I was so used to like Dyson sphere that ratios and spacings and all that kind of stuff were just off looking. So now, do I have... Aha! Nice. Perfect. Crisis averted. Because I went in to do the things and the things were wrong and ugh. So, again, let's do blue, red, green. Excellent. Now, for the try to get this tileable. So I want this kind of back here. Oh, I need one more up, like there. Because this needs to tie in there, and then we have 6 going in there. I mean, we don't really need 6. I mean, 3 would probably do it. Really go. So we have and then you right, no, left, seedling, bingo. So now I should be able to just copy this. Of course that doesn't match up. Okay. Again, copy this. Bingo there. And there. Yeah, this little patch of iron I'm not really concerned with. I mean, 33 million, that's nothing to bark at, but it's so small. It's a very dense one. Versus something like this, I can put a lot of miners on this and not even bat an eye. So yeah, that's much more preferable. I can get a lot more throughput out of it. And plus, we got so many ore patches around. I'm not really worried about covering up a little bit here and there. All right. So we have greens and reds coming in. Now we need the, how many was it? Oh yeah, 54 assembly machine 6s, which is 22,000 greens and reds a minute. And that is a lot. 372, which is actually a little over 2 of our belt's worth of resources. Because 360 would be exactly 2. So let's see. We are going to want, and that was a lot of, I mean, that was 4 beacons with another 2 of those. Like, if I got rid of the beacons, that brings us up to 80 crafters, for crying out loud. 80 crafters. So we're going to have 4 beacons with speed module and see what that does. So that brings us back down. Something reasonable. So if we really want to make this work, I want to try do 1 and then 1, 2, 3, and then you that allow me to go 1, 2, 3? Yep. And output, something like that. Okay, so here it's going to be, these are speed modules, right? I'm not gonna, yes, okay, good. So remember, each one of these needs to be hit with quite a few speed modules. And those are speed module 3s. No, we need speed module 1s. Much better. Much better. That would have been bad. Okay, glad I caught that now. So I have here 4 beacons touching each one of these. So if I, as far as beaconage go, do this, this, and this. Okay, that's 4 beacons touching every one of these. Okay, now we would like, oh, I just realized, what are we gonna do about power? Because what are we gonna do about power? If I so 1, 2 gap, 1 there. Okay. I know this is not a lot of beacons, but that's 4 across. So 10 of those would be 40. 44, 48, 44, 48, 52, 56. So 14 of these would do it. 14 of these blocks going down. And that's why I have so many, is I needed to split them. Alright, I'm out of speed modules. Where is the nearest? Oh, I'm literally right next to it. Go, bots, go. Go, bots, go. So, do we have room? Is this gonna work if we put these down here? Okay, now these are gonna be let's do these on the outside. My F key is not working. I guess that's because it's like exactly symmetrical. But I expected... Whatever. Okay. That should line up with this one, because this is going to be those. Now I got to make sure. All right, I think all those are in the right place. Yeah, this is off on this though. You notice that? This is not a mirror of that, unfortunately. So that's a lot of those. That's 3 iterations. Remember, I needed 14 iterations of that, just one row. So that is a total of 12. So if we copy... Okay, so that's 12, right? 1, 2, 4, 6, yeah, 12. That's 24. 36, 48, 60, and we can cut that off, I think. So that is 12, 24, 36, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. I actually needed... Yeah, I only needed to cut one row of these. So this one down here is what I needed to cut. Alright, everything else has power. Everybody else is happy. Now, we need greens. We need basically a... something here for greens. I would like... greens, 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 and greens. So I want you to come out. Oh. The reason I'm doing this is, remember, we need to maximize our production of this stuff. So we really need to make sure these are all running at peak efficiency. And so having this little short circuit in there will ensure that these remain top speed. Now for the reds, which are going to be up here, if we want to basically copy this but move it over one. Okay, so red there. Red there. Okay. I like how those are just one square outside of the range. It's very nice. All right. Power shouldn't be too hard. There we go. Everybody there is nice. All right, now for the actual output of these. Oh, Lord. A little nasty, a little messy, but it is what it is. Okay, reds should be a little bit easier. We're gonna have reds come down. You're gonna go there. Actually, you can get a little closer, a little tighter in. Just to make sure that's fully maxed. And then maybe have one of these as a failsafe for that one. Kind of want to make sure I want to make sure when the trains start rolling that they don't immediately start crafting, because that's not done yet. All right, so these are going to come up. These are all going to be speed modules. And they're going to go into another massive amount of crafting. So, if we look at Factory Planner here, 74.4 items per second is what we're going to be producing. So we have, you know, easily enough for just one belt. I don't need, you know, multiple belts for this. Okay, so that's going to be the speed modules. Now the productivity modules, or the blue circuits, are going to be up there. So I have these. These can be productivity modules. So we're going to try to kind of go with a standard crafting system here. Let's see, what could we replicate? Nope. This has 3. I think it'd be easier just to do a template here. 1, 2, 3. This is gonna be RCS. Blue circuit and which direction do we want? I think we might want to go up. Okay, so beacons. Okay, so that means at least one of these. Let's just do outside to outside. That way there's no broken pattern. That. Am I in? Ha! I'm right. I'm right on the edge of being in the range. Nice. Now we're gonna have you go out. And remember, these can't be compressed either. Okay. Maybe have these grabbing from the actual belt. It might help. Maybe. No guarantee. And how many of these? And they are indeed hit with 6. Yep, they're hit with 6 beacons, so this is all right. Still need 205 of these. 205. That's a lot of RCSs. Like a lot. So, let's get this maxed out. I think we'd be able to copy all of this. Like so. Oh yeah, I don't want to forget the productivity modules. That would be a bad thing to forget in there. All right. So I think it's just one of each, yeah. So we don't need, I didn't put stack inserters in here because not really needed. All right, so that is 3. No, that's 6. So that's 6 here. So we have 6 in the system, in the pattern. So 200, let's just call that 206 divided by 6. That's 34 of these segments. 34. Basically, we need a little over, actually 34 and a third, so 35 of these, or just 34 plus a little bit of this. Because I did 206 divided by 6. Okay. All the things going on. So 35 of these. Wow. How about we do this? So now it's 206. Divided by 12. Obviously 17 and an eighth, I think that is. Where's that 1/6? 0.1666 is it? I don't know. So 17 of these. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And an extra one for luck, I guess. 17. That's a lot of crafters. That's a lot of modules as well. Oh, our modules are draining. We actually had and metric tons saved up, so I'm not. That's why I set up that system way early on. All right, should have. Yeah, seen a big bump in power. It's a lot of beacons. All of modules. All right, so we can take care of that and that. Take care of these undergrounds just because. All right, we are getting ready to fire this system up, but that's going to have to do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.